once again, welcome to the barn here at Southside High School and tonight's non-conference matchup between the visiting Van Buren Corners led by head coach Brad Autry, assisted by Mike McDonald and Jeff Grinder, and your Southside Mavericks, led by head coach Stuart Adams and assisted by Paul Moore, Jeremy Thomas, and Adam Lucas. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the starting lineups first for the visitors from Van Buren, a 6-foot senior, number 1, Andrew Snyder. Number 3, a 5'10" senior, Trenton Cooley. Number 5, 6'3" junior, Gabriel Johnson. A 5'10" senior, number 12, Ty Cobley. And a 6'2" senior, number 21, A.G. Denton.
Well, welcome back. Just about ready to start the boys' game here as Southside falls short in the girls' game tonight, and should be a good game tonight, Terrell, as the Mavericks will take on the Pointers here. And I was kind of interested to see if the football players from the Pointers, they just got beat out of the playoffs, if they would be here. And sure enough, Trenton Cooley's in the starting lineup tonight.
Yeah, I don't know that he's even going to look tired either.
Southside will go with Teo Flake, Jarius Birdsong, Lee Prince, Matthew Wilkinson, and Matt Williams, while the Pointers will go with Andrew Schneider, Trent Cooley, Gabriel Johnson, Ty Cobley, and A.G. Denton. Height-wise, they look like they match up pretty good.
Yeah, it looks pretty even so far. Kind of anxious to see how we run with them.
You know, the key for this Southside team, just watching them, I mean, you had Cooper Watson last year. You pretty much had 15 points a night. You got to figure out where that's going to come from. And then you had those games with Alex Roper where 2 or 3 games he basically went off into the 30s when they beat Northside and beat Bentonville the last game of the season. And, you know, you got to see where those excuse me, where those points will come from, and going to have to figure out something down low. As I believe Southside, they've got a kid that from Boonville that moved in, Cody's son, but he's not going to play tonight. 6'7" to be your tall kid, and of course Wilkinson at 6'5", so going to have to figure out where the points are going to come from. But
hey, Keith, it happened. They turned the lights off and they didn't come back on. We've been talking about that
telling
for
them
3 years. Don't turn the lights off. Hey, but you know, we did start off this night on a good note. The girls didn't have to sing the national anthem.
You know, that's true.
A cappella.
But they do a good job, though, when they do.
They really did.
I know Don Tate had them lined up to do it if they were going to need to. But, yeah, you go back to that girls' game, though, and it was just one of those games where, Southside really got it taken to them by Van Buren, but that wasn't the Southside team that we've seen all year. And it was funny, we had someone come up here and tell us that, Southside stuck it to Maumelle Friday night. Well, apparently Van Buren lost to Maumelle. So, I mean, you never know from one day to the next what's going to happen. But I still think a lot of it had to do with the foul trouble really hurt the Mavs and kind of took them out of their game. They did a good job early in the ball game of really getting pressure up top and getting some steals up top. And then once you had the ball handlers get in foul trouble, it took that away and kind of took away your top defense. And, you know, give credit to this Van Buren team, and now we're going to have to try to figure something out here on the lights. And all we'll say is I told you so.
Hey, just turn these off and we'll call it even. Yeah. That scoreboard's bright enough. We'll be fine. I
think they could do that, but, you know, I always laugh at that. I know Coach Pogue, he always got a kick out of that because we're old school guys. We came from, you know, ball games at Hunts Park. We knew if those lights went out, they wasn't coming back on until they cooled down. And, you know, maybe if you got a glowing basketball, you could do that. Don't they do that with golf, don't they?
Well, yeah, we were talking about that back in the summer when it was real hot. They get out there, you know, at sunset with those glow-in-the-dark balls. They call it cosmic golf.
Uh-huh.
And there's
cosmic bowling. Yeah.
So, you know, I don't see anything wrong with it.
I think the key is, though, to just make sure that the end you're playing on's got the lights on.
Yes, absolutely.
Because they've got really one side lit up and the other side's not. But, yeah, I don't know what the cause of that will be or anything, but we'll see what happens here. But, yeah, again, this Southside team, I think it's going to be you're going to have to figure out where your points are going to come from. You know, we saw Teo Flake, JV ball last year. He's capable of giving you some points. Jarius Birdsong, I think he's a young man I'm really looking forward to seeing. He's a 5'9" sophomore, and he'll work a lot at the point along with Lee Prince. You know, we saw Prince last year hit a big shot against Northside, a big three, put it into overtime, and you know what he's capable of doing. He'll give them some leadership out there. And Matt Wilkinson, I think he's going to be key down low. They're going to have to get. He's going to have to, you know, and it may not be just scoring with Wilkinson. He's going to have to be that guy that's going to clean the boards up. He's going to have to play tough defense down low. That may be his calling, is to do that. It may be some unsung things he has to do, and then I think Matt Williams is one of those guys that's going to come off the bench, or actually starting.
He's starting.
He's capable, if he can get on a roll, he's capable of knocking some threes down, and that's going to be the key for this Maverick team. I think it's going to be a team that's going to be real scrappy. That's what's known for Stuart Adams teams, that they're scrappy, that they play hard, and you know that's what's going to happen with them. And I expect nothing less out of these kids. And it's a young team. You've only. Actually, this whole team is all juniors and one sophomore starting tonight. So,
well, and you talk about Matt Williams, you talk about Prince. Those guys are. I mean, that's pretty much your experience. I mean, there's some other guys that have played some ball, but I mean, really not in this system. So,
well, Wilkinson gave him a few good minutes last year a game. He would come in as a sophomore, and I think he's one that they're kind of counting on to step it up.
Yeah, I think that's right, too.
He's got a little bit of experience, so we'll see how it goes with him. But it could be interesting. We'll just see. I'm anxious to see how this Southside team does, because you're playing a Van Buren team that I was kind of curious whether or not they'd have the football players out here. You got Trenton Cooley, you know, they do everything in receiver. Very good basketball player, too. Got to see him play last year, and they had a couple of kids last year. They had a kid, I think his dad's an assistant coach for Van Buren, McDonald. This kid is to do everything. They're going to miss him. Now, I think we're going to go ahead while we're waiting on. Let's go ahead and take a break here, and let's go to commercial. You're watching Southside Maverick basketball on the Maverick Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, reminding you while we're in this delay, Booster Club concessions down in the north end of the arena is open. Hot dogs, nachos, Frito chili pies, soft drinks, and candy bars.
Towards the Jenny Reed students, more music is coming up here on Game Time.
Well, I think we're going to get to play some ball tonight. Somebody finally figured out what the problem was over there. But we know what the problem was, though, don't we, Terrell? Is you can't turn the lights out and they ain't going to come back on.
Just doesn't happen.
Going to get some ball in anyway as we'll get the game going here. And got a little bit of a break there, but both teams out there now. You got Teo Flake, Jarius Birdsong, Lee Prince, Matthew Wilkinson, and Matt Williams for the Mavs, while for the Pointers, Andrew Schneider, Trent Cooley, Gabriel Johnson, Ty Cobley, and A.G. Denton. Ball be controlled by the Pointers. Cooley will bring it into the front court. Southside going with a man defense here. Try to feed load post, and they'll double team down there. Here's an open shot for Cooley. Fires up a three. It's going to be no good. Rebound pulled down by Andrew Schneider, who takes it to the hole up for the layup, and it's good.
Number 1, Andrew Schneider.
Lee Prince III will bring in the front court for the Mavs. Swings it to Flake. Over to Wilkinson. Here's a three on the way by Matt Williams. It's good.
Deep three.
He's about 2 feet behind the line, too. What's where they've actually got the college line. I think they had a college tournament here last year. Here's a drive by Cooley. Down goes up for the shots contested by Wilkinson. Rebound pulled down by Birdsong. Gets it in the front court to Prince. Prince will set the offense up. Back up top to Matt Williams. Williams looks to penetrate down, and they're going to get him for a walk. Van Buren was able to get that hand in there and kind of tipped the ball, kind of took him off balance there, and Williams took the extra step. About a minute into the ball game, Southside leads 3-2.
The way Williams was easing over towards that logo, I thought he was going to take another one of those Steph Curry threes.
Well, the good thing, too, we haven't had a foul called yet. We had about 20 in the first half of the girls' game tonight. Here's a penetration by Cooley. Swings it out. Here's an open three on the way up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Van Buren. That is Gabriel Johnson for two. Yeah, Williams looked like he had the rebound and it couldn't control it. Johnson comes up from behind and gets the ball, puts it back in. Van Buren going to work out of a man defense. Here's Williams on a three again on the way. Off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Gabriel Johnson. Van Buren pushes it into the front court. Southside working. Both teams working man defense early. Here with Cooley. There's the penetration on a nice move to the hole and no finish there. They get another rebound. I'll tell you what, Gabriel Johnson doing a good job, really kind of being the scavenger down there. Oh, nice give and go pass from Matt Williams, and they're going to get a charge on Williams. Be the first foul of the ball game. They call that on Wilkinson?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was on Williams. Okay, I'll switch that.
Oh, they did change it. He heard you again.
Here's a shot up and no good. And there's Wilkinson on the rebound. Wilkinson doing a good job working those boards. That's what we talked about in the pregame. It's the fact that's what he's going to have to do is clean those boards, play solid defense. Here's a three on the way up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Ty Cobley. Pointers going to run into the front court with Cobley over to Trenton Cooley. There's penetration. Kind of lowered that shoulder. Goes to the hole all the way. That's A.G. Denton for two.
Yeah, he did lower that shoulder, Keith.
Now, Denton takes that ball strong to the hole, but the one you've got to watch is Trenton Cooley because he's got that quickness. You get him matched up one-on-one. He breaks down that defense, and you're going to get a lot of easy shots. Here's a three on the way by Teo Flake. Up, it's good. It's what you want to see early. We wanted to see that in the girls' game. That's 2 threes right off the bat for the Mavs.
Well, we were talking earlier about, who's going to replace Cooper Watson. I think it's going to be a committee. I think everybody's going to have to share it.
Well, here's a three by Cooley on the way up. Off the rim, no good. A long rebound pulled down by Schneider. Here's the penetration again by Denton. And that should be a walk. Good help defense down low for the Mavs. Yeah, The thing is, though, I don't know what you're not going to get. I don't know if you're going to have that Alex Roper effect where that kid went off about 3 times last year.
That's right.
Here's a nice move by Matt Williams, and he'll get fouled.
Foul call on number 21.
Look at A.G. Denton for the foul.
That is his first team foul. Now in the game for the Pointers, number 33, Jude Jennings.
Jude Jennings will check in for the Pointers. Wilkinson gets the ball, hands it off to Williams. Going to try to double team him, gets the ball to Lee Prince, who fires it back to Wilkinson. A nice give and go for the shot, and he'll be fouled. Good job.
I think that's about the 4th time we've just about had a chance for a 3-point play.
That's Ty Cobley on the fouls. A good job by Prince, though, making that. It looked like he had the shot. He makes that extra pass to Wilkinson. He'll get 2 free throws here. First one's up, and it's good. Southside leads 7-6 here. Wilkinson's the one, I think, though, you want to get some double-doubles out of him, maybe 10 points a game, 10 rebounds. And, of course, you've also got the other tall young man, Cody Sum, who's not playing tonight. He's a little bit taller at 6'7". Got 3:53 to go here. Here's a 15-footer by Cooley up and no good, and Van Buren gets the rebound again. That's Jennings on the rebound. Jennings has an open 3 on the way. It's up and no good, and there's Wilkinson for the rebound.
Well, he's got Larry Bird's number, but
Flake looks for his shot. They're coming out now. He nailed that 3. Now they're looking. It kind of brings the defense out a bit. Get the ball to Prince. We'll fire a 3 up here on the way. It's good. Southside 3 or 4 from the 3-point line early in the ball game. Southside increases his lead to 5. It's 11-6. They'll take you out of that man defense.
in a hurry.
Nice penetration by Cooley. Gets over to Snyder. Snyder looks to penetrate down. Good job by Birdsong taking away the baseline. Should be a backcourt. Good job by the Southside defense. Snyder tried to get penetration off that baseline, and Birdsong got that step ahead of him and stopped that and forced the errant throw. So A.G. Denton will check back in the ball game. Mavs laying bound underneath their basket. Well, you can't have that, a 5-second call. Jacob Brown will check in for the Pointers. There's a 3 on the way by Schneider up, and it's good. Andrew Schneider with 5 points.
Tell you what, they hadn't missed too many of them either, Keith.
Yeah, both teams working out of a man defense. Here's a 3 by Flake on the way off the side of the rim, no good. Pointers rushing the front court with Schneider. Will take it up for about 15 up. Just flipped it up, and it's good. 5-0 run here by the Pointers. Lee Prince gets in the front court, gets to Birdsong off the left wing, penetrates inside, and now we're going to have a walking call on Jarice Birdsong. It's been a good, well-played first quarter. A lot of action here, some good shooting. Southside again working out of that man defense. Set a nice screen up the top by Denton. They'll penetrate in. That's Schneider who's got the hot hand. Shot up and no good. Rebound chased down by Birdsong. Birdsong gets in the front court to Prince. Tries to make a give and go, but nice comeback there by Schneider, who works it down to Denton. Denton looks to penetrate in. It should be a charge. Yep, they'll get Denton. That'll be his second personal foul.
Foul call on number 21 for Van Buren. A.G. Denton. That is his second, 13th foul. Now in the game for Southside, number 12, Jaylon Bullock. In the game for Van Buren, number 33, Jude Jennings.
So Avon Bullock will check in for the Mavs. Hersong looks to penetrate, gets it over to Flake. And going to have a walk call. Both teams like to push the ball up. Are you a little surprised, though, Terrell, as you watch the game? Maybe that's just a trademark of both teams, is they're not really switching defense. It's been a man the whole game.
Well, when we made all those threes right there together, they kind of looked like they were dropping to a zone, but just for a little bit.
Okay, Andrew Schneider got the hot hand. He's got 10 points here, 10 of the 14 for Van Buren. Van Buren on a 8-0 run here. Feed the ball down low to Bullock. Goes back up top to Birdsong, looks to penetrate in. Here's a three on the way up and no good. Matt Williams gets the rebound.
Foul call number 12 for the Pointers.
They'll get Ty Cobley on the foul.
Fourth team foul.
It's 14th foul on the Pointers.
Game for Van Buren, once again, number 3, Trent Cooley.
You got two Van Buren Pointers, Cobley along with Denton with 2 fouls apiece. Kind of watch as the game goes on. They'll get the ball into Flake. Looks to penetrate in, goes up strong for the shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Gabriel Johnson. Cooley wants to push it in the front court, gets it down. Here's a strong, hard move to the basket by Jacob Brown for 2 points. Van Buren on a 10-0 run here.
Got to find a quality shot right here, Keith.
Mavs got to do a little better job of getting back, though. There's a three on the way by Williams. Up, it's good. Williams with 6 points in the ball game on 2 3-pointers. Big basket right there. They stopped that 10-0 run for the Pointers. Cooley looks to take it to the hole. He'll go all the way in and going to lose the ball out of bounds, and that's the end of the quarter. Southside trailing 16-14. How big was that basket by Matt Williams, the three, to cut into that lead?
Well, and it was a good one to start the game with, too,
Between
you know.
life, work,
It's,
and family,
it's always nice to you don't have to get out there and spend a whole lot of time getting
At
warmed
Fort
up.
Smith
Just
Therapy
come out
Health and
shoot
Wellness,
threes.
you're never alone. Through our
That's what
counseling,
Southside's done.
we can
They
help
made
you
3
regain
threes, while on
control
the
of
other
your
side,
emotions,
Van
mental
Buren, Andrew
health, and
Schneider, a
life.
big
We
first
provide
quarter
both
with 10 points.
face-to-face and virtual therapy services.
You know my favorite thing
Whether
about
it's for
that
your
first quarter,
child,
though?
family, or yourself,
No fouls?
Fort Smith
Only 5
Therapy is
fouls
here to help your
called.
true
Both
self
sides.
shine through.
Yeah, but the key on those 5 fouls, you had 2 on 2 starters for Van Buren, which
Yep.
you kind of watch that in the game. And yeah, Denton looks like the top. He's a very physical player, and so I could see him. He would take it to the hole. He was strong rebounding there early, along with Gabriel Johnson got some big rebounds there early.
Yep. Yeah, they were that entire starting 5. I mean, they were playing hard. What are they drawing up over, Keith?
I'm not sure.
They got out the whiteboard. They working on something.
I'll be working how to get Matt Williams open for some more shots. He looked like he was kind of on his game tonight.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's a alley-oop dunk right here, but we'll see how it goes.
Southside will get the ball, start the second period. Mavs will go with the, actually they don't have the Rizzle starting on. There's a steal by Cooley. Has a breakaway layup for 2. That's Trenton Cooley's first basket of the ball game. Those are the kind you can't do.
And you don't want him to get warmed up either.
Get the ball up top to Flake. Flake looks to penetrate. Here's Williams for a 3. Fires it up. It's good! Tell you, Williams keeping Southside close here, down by 1, 18-17. He's got 9 points in the ball game. What I liked about that, too, was that was just a catch and shoot, simple.
Yep.
They'll work the ball down low to Johnson, swings it over to Schneider, who'll fire a 3 up. It's up, no good. Williams gets the rebound for the Mavs.
Talking about Wilkinson getting some double-doubles. I'd like to see Matt have a few double-doubles, too.
There's penetration by Flake. Here's a 3 on the way by Williams off the back of the rim, no good. got a late whistle. They're going to get Teo Flake for the foul.
For Southside, Teo Flake. That is his first foul of the second quarter.
Brody Myers checking into the ball game for the Pointers. Pointers have had 2, 4, 6. They played 8 players tonight. Mavs have only gone with 6 so far. There's a nice move by Cooley. You got to switch off on those defense. That was just too easy for Cooley right there. And that's what we talked about too, Terrell, is the fact that he's got that ability. We've seen this young man for the last 2 years, and there he goes with a chance at another steal. Knocks it off of a nice hustle play by Trenton Cooley. He will make those plays. He's so quick. You got to have help defense down there because, I mean, he's just going to be tough to stay with all night.
Well, to use a little bit of a football analogy, you got to keep a head on the swivel.
I was kind of hoping maybe he was still in football mold coming in today. He goes again strong to the hole, goes up for the glass, 2 more. Cooley getting warmed up here, increases the lead to 5. It's 22-17 Van Buren. Matt Williams looks to penetrate, and we've got a whistle. Look at Brody Myers on the foul.
That is his third, first team foul of the second quarter.
I think they got the call wrong again. I think that was on number 11.
It was on 11.
Number 11, Brody.
Tate heard you.
His first.
There's a penetration by Prince all the way in. Goes up strong for the shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Gabriel Johnson. Van Buren team's tough on the boards. Swing it over the corner. Here's Schneider all the way down. Penetrates and puts it up, and it's good. Southside going to take a timeout here, and with that timeout, we'll take one too. You're watching Southside Maverick Basketball on the Maverick Sports Network.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Welcome back to action. Here we've got 5:42 to go here. Southside trails 24-17, and I'll tell you, this Van Buren team, they take it to the hole. They're tough on the boards. It's a pretty dominant team right now as Andrew Schneider having a big ball game with 12 points for the Pointers. Trenton Cooley a big 6, and Southside going to turn it over here. Southside still working out of that man defense. Schneider wants to penetrate in. He's cut off by Prince. Gets the ball back out to Cooley, guarded closely by Teo Flake. They're trying to set a screen up top there, and then he just goes past it. Going to have a reach-in call, but they're going to get Flake on the call. That's his second personal foul. The thing about Cooley is you get worried about that screen up top, and then he just blows past you off the other side.
Yeah, he really doesn't need the screen. They just kind of do it for show, I think.
Get the ball in. Here's the penetration down low. He's inside the lane, goes up from about 8 feet. It's up, and it's no good as Denton gets the rebound. That was Jacob Brown on the shot. Here's a 3 by Schneider on the way, and it's good. I'll tell you, Andrew Schneider really lighting it up early here. He's got 3 3-pointers and 15 points in the ball game. I was laughing at him and during warm-ups. He was the one trying to dunk the basketball, but he doesn't need to dunk it. He's got a nice 3-point shot. Southside down by 10. 4:37 to go here. Here's Prince all the way in, goes up for the shot off the glass, no good. Fight for the rebound. Wilkinson going to be pulled down by Jacob Brown, gets it over to Cooley, who'll push it into the front court. Cooley looks to penetrate down, takes it all the way to the basket for the layup. Good. Cooley now with 8 points. Took Cooley about half a quarter to get out of football mode.
Maybe. I mean, he
Yeah, it's a Snyder-Cooley show right now.
It really
12-point lead for the Pointers. Birdsong penetrates in. Here's a 3 on the way up and no good by Bullock. Cooley runs into the front court. I think Cooley only has 1 speed.
no, for sure.
Denton looks to penetrate down, goes up for the shot on Wilkinson. Wilkinson does a good job holding his ground there as Williams gets the rebound for the Mavs. I'll tell you, Denton better be careful. He about reached in for the foul. Here's a 3 on the way by Birdsong, up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Cooley. Tipped away as Cooley will bring it up now. Kind of slowing it down a bit. Southside really kind of pushing the D out a bit. They've got Birdsong picking him up at half court now. Drop the ball down low to Denton. Denton goes up for the shot, and he'll be fouled by Wilkinson. The Matthew Wilkinson's first foul is A.G. Denton will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. First free throw up, rolls around, no good. This team's really tough with A.G. Denton and Gabriel Johnson down low. Those kids really work the boards hard. You got Cooley up top along with Schneider. As Brody Myers will check back into the ball game. Southside trails here 30-17.
Oh, there's a hoop loose. I thought Coach was going to jump up there.
I was going to be impressed.
I was too.
Yeah.
I thought maybe he'd hang off the rim with one hand and just gently loop it back over with the other.
I would say in my young days I could do that, but even when I was in high school, on a good jump I could touch the rim. That was it.
On a good jump, if I had a trampoline, I could touch the rim.
And I remember the old boys club days. We had those 8-foot goals, and that was always a lot of fun too. So let's go ahead and take a break here while they go ahead and fix the nets here. You're watching Southside Maverick Basketball on Maverick Sports Network.
I bought my first vehicle from Randall as a used car back in '77. I bought a first new truck in '96 from them, an F-250. Ever since then, I've stuck with Randall. They understand my business, and as a contractor, my trucks take a beating. Randall Ford has the product, and they find them for me if they don't have them on the lot. I trust Randall Ford. They've earned my business.
Well, welcome back as Coach Adams gets up there. He did it the easy way. We thought he'd go up there and just grab it and stick it back up there, but they bring the ladder out here for him to get it done. And Southside going to need to get something going here before the half, down by 13.
I like that Don Tate gave him credit on the play for putting the net up there. Right, that was good stuff.
He didn't give Coach Beaumont any credit for bringing the ladder out.
No,
though.
I mean, what was that all about?
Again, Southside trails here at 30-17. We'll be back with our next broadcast next Monday night back here at Maverick Arena as the Southside girls and boys will take on the Poto Pirates. That'll be a lot of fun, and we'll have a lot of basketball coming up here in December. Got a lot of tournaments going on. Of course, the Tournament of Champions. You got the Foster Roofing Tournament for the boys, and there's a nice penetration. They're going to have a foul call. Should be on Cooley. That's football Cooley right there.
Yes.
Foul call on number 14 for the Pointers. Jacob Brown, his first second team foul.
I'm mystified. They called that on Jacob Brown. That was Cooley that committed the foul, was it not?
Oh, yeah.
There's a nice move by Williams all the way to the hole, and Can't finish the play as Van Buren wants to run it up. There's a nice outlet pass to Schneider for the shot. No good, and going to get Wilkinson for over the back. The one thing I noticed about this Southside team, though, that they've got to do better, and I was watching the Subiaco scrimmage, is they've got to get back on defense. You can't just give up these easy shots, and that's what we're starting to see tonight. You know, they're coming down. That was a nice pass from, I believe that was Ty Cobley that made the pass to Schneider. They got it down quickly, and he missed a shot, but they're there for the rebound. Here's a three on the way. Johnson up and no good, and there was a over the back. A lot of contact by Cooley. Here's a penetration down low. They'll get the ball down low to Gabriel Johnson, who makes a nice move, a nice hook shot for 2 points. As I said, Gabriel Johnson, along with A.G. Denton, that's a pretty potent inside game for the Pointers. There's a nice penetration down all the way by Lee Prince. Prince now with 5 points in the ball game. Van Buren hurries into the front court. We should have a walk call on Schneider. I think Van Buren watched the film. They're doing about 1-2 passes. They're in the front court attacking the basket.
Yeah, they're playing fast right now.
You know, the key is you've got to have that rotation up top. That guy up top is not only for the passing, but he's there for the defense, too, to get back. And that's going to be key for Southside is don't get too many guys down low. Here's a 15-footer by Birdsong up and good. Jarius Birdsong, his first two of the game, cuts that lead down 32-21. Southside on a 4-0 run here. Nice give and go play here. Van Buren will set up the offense.
There you go. That's why they do the 1-2 pass, Keith, because when they take more than that, they walk.
That was Cam Keller. I think you'll recognize that name. I think he had 5 touchdowns against Southside this year. Good running back.
Yeah, real good running back.
Prince will bring it up. Southside working on a 4-0 run here. They've got the lead down to 11 right now with 1:36 to go here. He'll get to 2 or 3 baskets, get that down below 10. He'll make it a ball game. Nice give and go by Bullock to Birdsong. Goes up, shots up, and it's good. It's on Cam Keller. But give credit to Javon Bullock. That was a nice pass down low that set that up. Birdsong did a great job of using his body. Didn't have a lot of height there. You know, he's only 5'9", but used his body great, and he makes the 3-point play. Birdsong now a quick 5 points here, cuts that lead down 32-24. Important minute 20 here for the Mavs.
Huge.
Schooley will take it all the way down, goes up strong for the basket. Birdsong looks to penetrate, throws it back out to Williams, fires up at 3 on the way. It's good! Matt Williams, 12 points in the ball game on 4 3-pointers. Get it down to Cam Keller, goes strong to the basket. The ball's kicked around, picked up by Van Buren. The ball's tipped. Good job by Matt Williams there. Ball tipped out of bounds. We'll go back to Southside. They work the ball down to Brody Myers there, and he goes up for the shot, and Williams gets a tip there to knock it away. We were down by 11 here. We've cut the lead down to 7 now.
Get us a couple good-looking shots here before the half.
It's been a game of runs. Van Buren had that big 10-0 run to pull ahead. Birdsong's come on here big along with Matt Williams. Got plenty of time on the shot clock. There's a nice move by Birdsong. Takes it to the hole, can't finish. Schneider wants to push it up quick for the Pointers. Looks to penetrate down. Good job by Lee Prince denying that. And there's Bullock, and it should be a charge.
They started to call it. Oh, they did. They got him.
He lowered his shoulder into him. To me, that was an easy call. I don't know what.
Well, I think he deferred. I think he was originally going to call it. He deferred to other official.
The other one hadn't made a call in a while.
That's right.
Kind of like a flag, right? Kind of like when you throw a flag, like everybody has to.
Exactly.
Mavs need to hurry up here, get a shot off. Good turnaround by Williams, up and no good. Cooley's going to fire it down. It's going to be
Out in the parking lot.
Yep. Incomplete was what I was going to say.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
I like that better.
Yeah, but a good job by Southside. They're able to cut that lead down to 7. They were down. Actually, it was 30-17. Southside is able to outscore Van Buren 10-4. They cut the lead down to 7. Only trail 34-27 here at the end of the first half.
Yeah, that's a good way to end out the half because now you know what's working against them. You know what I mean? Come out in the second half, keep on doing that.
And folks, will come back here in just a bit with the first half scoring summary. You're watching Southside Maverick basketball on the Maverick Sports Network.
Between life, work, and family, sometimes the person that you need to take care of the most is you.
At Fort Smith Therapy Health and Wellness, you're never alone. Through our counseling, we can help you regain control of your emotions, mental health, and life. We provide both face-to-face and virtual therapy services. Whether it's for your child, family, or yourself, Fort Smith Therapy is here to help your true self shine through.
Schedule your appointment today with Fort Smith Therapy Health and Wellness.
Starts back in 1878 when ancestors said no town in Buren city shop. We've been providing quality work, craftsmanship, and finest materials available one time on it. Providing quality service delivered by 6 generations.
I bought my first vehicle from Randall as a used car back in '77. I bought a first new truck in '96 from them, an F-250. Ever since then, I've stuck with Randall. They understand my business, and as a contractor, my trucks take a beating. Randall Ford has the product, and they find them for me if they don't have them on the lot. I trust Randall Ford. They've earned my business.
Summer's winding down, but the savings are just getting started. Dive into the end of season sale at Burton Pools and Spas. For a limited time, save up to $14,000 on fiberglass pools. And the first 10 customers who purchase an aqua-crete pool with a premium vinyl finish will receive a free hot tub. Don't miss these incredible deals. Visit our stores in Fort Smith, Springdale, or Greenland, or go to burtonpools.com for more details. At Burton, we do more than build swimming pools. We build long-term relationships.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Have you been to the River Valley's only multi-sport facility? Then let's hang out. The Hangout in Fort Smith is the only sports facility that offers indoor tennis and pickleball, indoor and outdoor basketball, and has now added multiple soccer fields. Soccer leagues are forming soon. Did you know the Hangout also has an 8,000 square foot fitness center with bar, yoga, HIIT, and Pilates classes? The Hangout, 5400 Gary Street, or thehangoutfs.com. Fitness, sports, and more. Let's hang out.
From the minute you walk into Randall Ford, they greet you, they're kind, they're gonna ask you what you need, what you're looking for, and they're all very friendly. Even down to the service department, those guys are so kind. The salesmen are gonna make sure that you know that vehicle before you leave the lot. They're gonna review the details, all the features of the vehicle, so you can leave with confidence knowing that the vehicle you're in, how to drive it. Randall Ford really listened to me, and I drove away with exactly what I wanted.
That was another great song here on Game Time.
Family. It's bigger than bloodlines, stronger than DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for, the folks who inspire us, guide us, root for us. Family means finding common ground, rolling up our sleeves, and making our way side by side. Armstrong Bank. Strength runs in our family.
Between life, work, and family, sometimes the person that you need to take care of the most is you.
At Fort Smith Therapy Health and Wellness, you're never alone.
Welcome back here. We're here at half. Southside Trails 34-27. We'll look at the first half scoring summary first for the Van Buren Pointers. Leading scorer for the Pointers is Andrew Schneider. He had 15 points in the first half, including 3 3-pointers. Trenton Cooley kind of came alive after getting out of football mode. He had 2 points in the first quarter, finishes the first half with 10 points, 8 points in the second period. Gabriel Johnson, 4 points, but Johnson did a good job of working those boards and playing hard on the inside. That was kind of his contribution. A.G. Denton had 3 points in the first half. Jacob Brown rounded up the scoring for Van Buren off the bench with 2 points. Foul trouble for the Pointers. Ty Cobley had 2 fouls. A.G. Denton 2 fouls. Really nobody of note in foul trouble. Not a lot of fouls called in the first half. For the Southside Mavericks, your leading scorer and really a young man that kept them in the ball game, Matt Williams, 4 3-pointers, had 12 points. Lee Prince finished the first half with 5. Jarius Birdsong had 5 points, Terrell, but the key with him was he got those 5 points when Southside made that mini run to get back in the ball game.
He did, and he had, I think, at least 2 assists in that same run. And, that's one of the big things about him is when he's out there, he's making plays, not necessarily just for himself, but, those players around him are getting some open looks. So continue to see that in the second half.
Teo Flake finished the first half with 3 points, had an early 3-pointer. Matthew Wilkinson rounded out the scoring for the Mavs. He had 2 points. Nobody really in foul trouble. Flake with 2 fouls, Wilkinson with 2 fouls for the Mavs. So, I don't think that's going to play into the ball game. But, the key in the ball game was for Southside, they've got to do a better job of getting back on defense. Van Buren wants to really push it up, and it seems like they either push it up, they are getting some easy baskets out of that, and if they get the misses, they have pushed the Southside defense so far into the basket, they're getting the offensive rebounds, so getting a lot of points there. But Southside did a better job there towards the end of the half of kind of taking that away. Both teams, I thought was kind of interesting, though, Terrell. Both teams came out playing a man defense.
Yeah, they did. Played it, and we talked about it for a minute. It looked like, Van Buren was going to kind of try to switch it up a little bit because all those threes that were going down. But like once we kind of started shooting a human percentage from three-point range, they're able to drop back down on that man defense. And
well, would you think, though, that Southside might switch it up a little bit in the second half? You had the big guys down there, Gabriel Johnson, along with A.G. Denton, doing a good job of getting those extra shots. But then you had Cooley getting matched up. I don't care who's going to guard Cooley. That kid is about as quick as anybody you're going to see on the floor. He's going to be a tough matchup for anybody. And, if he's able to break down the defense and you draw the help defense over off the man that's going to leave somebody open for the easy basket, do you think at some point Southside might switch out just a bit and maybe play some zone? But then, on the other hand, if you do say that, you've got Andrew Schneider, who's had 3 3-pointers and 15 points. He can light it up. So just kind of pick your poison if you want to. So
yeah, it really is. I was about to say that. I mean, if you start, trying to trap him or something, every time he touches the ball, it's about all you can do to affect his shot. But then you're just leaving other guys open. And they're making us pay too. So pick your poison.
Southside doing a good job. We had talked about this in the pregame. They got to make some threes. That's going to be a key for this team. They've made 6 here in the first half. You know, obviously Matt Williams having the big first half with 12 points, 4 3-pointers, but, you know, that's kind of a big key is some of the things he's done. And him and Birdsong really kind of kept him in the game there in the second quarter. And there I go again. It's a quarter.
Well, and here's the thing. I started to bring this up in that last game. I feel like quarter is what it is because there's 4 of them, okay? Period is what I say for soccer and hockey, okay? Because there's 3 of them, all right?
Okay.
And you ain't going to call it a third. So, to me, that's what a period's for. Soccer, hockey. That's just me, though. In college, it gets really crazy. Basketball is just a half.
Well, it's like I tell people when they changed the name from from Rebels to Mavericks, it took me a couple of years to figure that one out.
Right.
In fact, that last Siloam Springs game, I almost called them the Rebels again, as Van Buren will get the ball to start the third period here, and we're going to get a foul call on Wilkinson. A nice move to the inside by Denton. Denton will go to the line for 2 free throws. That'll be the third personal foul on Matthew Wilkinson.
It may take me a few years to figure out the new free throw rules, though. I don't know if I'm ever going to get that.
I was trying to think of that on the ride over here. I couldn't remember. I knew it had changed. First one's up and no good. I'll tell you the thing I'll never get used to is going to be the kickoff in the NFL.
Oh.
But I will say this, that Cowboy game, that return by Turpin, I mean, that's probably one of the best returns I've ever seen, probably since the Joe Adams return against Tennessee several years ago when they had him pinned in. Here's the second one by Denton, up and no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. That's going to give it back to Van Buren.
That's tricky. I'm going to have to watch a replay on that one.
Well, it could have been over the back. It was a bump on the back, I think, that knocked the ball off. That was Bullock. It went off his hand. But Cooley actually bumped him in the back. Southside coming in man defense. There's a 3 on the way by Cooley, up and it's good. Cooley now with 13 points. Get that lead back up to 10, 37-27. There's a steal by Cooley. Take it all the way and misses the layup, but he'll be fouled by Lee Prince. It'll be Prince's first personal foul.
Yeah, you're talking about that kickoff for Dallas the other day. I actually had to get my better half in there to watch that thing. I was like, you have to see this. I mean,
a spin move.
Well, and you remember he fumbled it first.
Uh-huh.
And so then he's picking it up, and he's already behind the 8 ball there. And, he made that spin move, and it was gone.
It
was impressive.
Yeah, what a wild game, though. I'm a Cowboy fan, but I'm not really a Cowboy fan so much this year because they are not very good. But it was nice to see them beat the Redskins. But
that's right.
I will say this about the game was I turned it on just to watch a little bit of it, and when the Redskins hit that 86-yard pass, I got mad and left. I didn't realize the Cowboys. I didn't know what happened after that. And, you had the missed extra point, and then you had the and what was funny was on that onside kick, the guy runs it back for the touchdown. He should have went down.
Yeah, I was actually pointing that out too.
But would you do it? I wouldn't.
No, well, that was the whole thing is, this guy's not ever going to get another touchdown. That was it. Spent his whole life playing NFL football.
Yeah.
And that was it. He gets 1 touchdown.
You could tell McCarthy wanted him to go down.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Get 2 free throws here for Cooley. Cooley now with 14 points in the ball game. So he's a difference maker. I was kind of hoping he might set out tonight, kind of get his basketball legs, but I don't think that's been a problem tonight.
He sure does have a pretty shot for a football player,
Flake will set the offense up for the Mavs. Swing it out to Matt Williams. They're coming out on him quick now, Denton. Williams looking to penetrate in. Gets it back out to Flake. Got 12 seconds on the shot clock. Flake's going to lose it out of bounds. Now the kind of start you want if you're the Mavs, it's a 5-0 start here for the Van Buren Pointers. Actually, it's a Cooley 5-0 start for the Pointers. He's now tied Schneider with 15. Both of them have 15 apiece. Cooley looks to penetrate in. We'll take it all the way to the hole. Swings it back out. Here's a 3 on the way. It's up and no good. Fight for the rebound. Williams gets the rebound. That's going to be a key for Southside right now. Is you really don't have, I think Bullock at 6'1" and maybe Williams are your two tall guys. Here's a drive by Birdsong, going to get fouled. I think they're going to get Ty Cobley on the foul. Be his third personal foul. It kind of reminds me of the Northside game at Northside. Southside actually, Cooper Watson fouled out, went to overtime. We didn't have anybody over 6 foot tall in that game. This is where you're going to have to really position yourself. Get the ball back over to Birdsong. Birdsong will set the offense up. Looks to penetrate down. We'll throw it up from about 15. A good stop and go move for the two. Nice body control by Jarius Birdsong. Hey, the Arkansas Razorbacks won 109-35. Wow. Here's a open three on the way up, and it's good. Ty Cobley, first points of the ball game. Lead back up to 13. Again, Van Buren, it's kind of their defense, they're playing a matchup. It's kind of a matchup zone. They keep Johnson down low. Prince will set the offense up, looks to penetrate, will go down strong to the basket, up and no good. And we've got a block call. Not sure the Van Buren crowd agrees with that one.
No, they don't sound too happy.
I think it was a good call. Looked like he kind of moved under him. But I will say this, the late whistle was the problem. I mean, he had to think about that before he made the call.
I think that's what threw off the Van Buren fans. We've seen that a couple times tonight, just a little bit later than what you'd like. But
the coach got a little animated over there. Now he's trying to step away before he turns it into a 5-point play.
Right.
Lee Prince will get 2 free throws here. First up and no good. Prince with 5 points in the ball game. Mavs off to a slow start here. They've scored 2 points in the first 2.5 minutes. I believe we're going to have a moving screen call on A.G. Denton. That's his third personal foul. You've got 2 pointers now with 3 fouls apiece with Ty Cobley along with A.G. Denton.
That could become real big in a hurry, Keith.
Prince will set the offense up, gets it over to Williams. Yeah, they're really coming out on Williams a lot. They've got Denton just really shadowing him wherever he goes. Swing it back up top to Prince. Prince will fire a 3 up from the top, up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Andrew Schneider. Schneider wants to bring it down. That's a nice give and go pass to Denton, and there's a good hustle play by Matt Williams getting back for the rebound. Williams going to fire one up a long ways up and just off the rim. No good. There's a nice rebound by Bullock for the 2 points. Actually, I'm sorry, that was Braylon Houston for 2. The old numbers get me sometimes. Good play by Houston. Good hustle play to get the points there. Mavs need to stop here defensively. They'll feed it to Cooley back into the corner. Here's a 3 by Denton, wide open, no good. And there's Matt Williams is doing something down low. He is really your guy that's having to play with Wilkinson in foul trouble. Here's a 3 on the way by Prince, up and no good. And there's Birdsong. Willis man on the floor gets a rebound. There's about a 15-footer by Flake. Southside really starting to pound the boards. Southside going to take a timeout here, and we'll go and keep it here. It's kind of a back-and-forth game, Terrell. Southside kind of trying to work their way back into it. They got off to a slow start. In fact, they've scored 4 points here in the second half, but the good thing for them is they're keeping Van Buren, really hasn't been able to run away with it.
That's right. Yeah, and Birdsong, I think he's had a lot to do with that. Now, one thing I just noticed that, hopefully shakes it off during the timeout, but Houston took a shot, and he's kind of hobbling getting off the court there at the end. So hopefully he can get that worked out here in the next 30 seconds.
You know, but what I'm seeing right now is Matthew Wilkinson got his third foul, had to leave the ball game, but Matt Williams doing a great job on the defensive end, getting those rebounds, is really working hard down there, and then Houston coming down there making that big play, and Southside really hitting those boards hard right now, and you got to love the scrappiness that you're seeing from this Southside team. You don't have a lot of height in there. And, they're really battling, with everything they've got. You've got Houston, he comes in, he brings in a little bit more height in there. So you're going to kind of depend on him along with Williams to really, eliminate maybe just one shot. But the key is Cooley able to penetrate. They're getting some really good open looks with that penetration that Cooley gets, not to mention the fact that it puts him in good rebounding position when the shot goes up. There's Cooley again. Actually, I think he had a layup then. He passed on. Gabriel Johnson will bring it down, and there's a rebound off the miss.
Well, we were talking earlier about Wilkinson having a double-double, but, how big would it be if Williams and Wilkinson both had double-doubles? That'd be a nice little surprise.
It was a nice move by Lee Prince. But the key on that last play, though, they got the rebound, but Williams actually came out to help on defense, and when he did that, it opened it up there for Brody Myers to get the rebound, to get the putback. Southside again trails by 11. They'll try to work the ball down low and swing it back out up top to Cooley. Cooley makes a move, throws it back into the corner for open three, and that was Braylon Houston on the rebound.
I was watching Houston coming back off the bench, and it looks like he took a shot to the face, and the beauty of that is you don't have to use your face to shoot. So,
well, the thing is, too, there's a nice move by Prince. There's an open shot for Houston. Up, it's good.
There you go, right on cue.
But, the fans, whether they're hauling for a walk or this or that, there's a lot of contact.
A lot of contact.
Here's a chance at a steal. That's Flake on the steal. Southside with a chance to move it up here. He'll fire three up, and it's off. No good. There's Houston working hard for the ball. Goes out of bounds. Should be Southside ball.
You almost give him a rebound for that one, you know it.
Get some good minutes here from Braylon Houston. Southside cut that lead down to 8 now. I'll tell you what, it's been an interesting night tonight, just in the fact that we've seen the lights go out.
Yeah.
We've seen the net have to be fixed. A great job by Coach Adams doing that, but it's been a fun back and forth game right now. But the key for Southside, you got to get that lead down. Just keep working on that, work it down just a little bit, get yourself back in the ball game.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade.
And Southside trails 44-36. A good job by Braylon Houston coming in. Terrell, he's got 5 points. Has brought a lot of energy to this team. And Southside doing a really good job. They lose Matthew Wilkinson. Had to go to the bench with his third personal foul, but Houston's come in. Matt Williams has really stepped it up on the rebounding end for the Mavs. They'll throw the ball into Teo Flake. Got 2:25 to go here. Flake will drive in, swings it back out to Prince. Will fire a three up on the way. It's going to be short, no good. Rebound pulled down by Gabriel Johnson. Cooley will bring it up for the Pointers. Cooley will take it down low and swing it back out. Good job by Flake on the defensive end. Now they'll bring it back to Denton. There's a nice give and go pass to Johnson. Misses the shot, fight for the rebound, and goes out of bounds off the Mavs. Trenton Cooley does a great job of breaking down the defense.
Well, he's fast. He's like a lightning.
Cooley will get an open look for a three, fires it up, no good, and fight for the rebound. Should be the Mavs ball. Look, I know the coach is mad about this, here, I'm going to say this on this. He had his hand on his back. That it's either a foul or it's out on them. It's not one way or the other. So coach is going to give him a tee here if he's not
I was
careful.
kind of wondering if that's what they're about to talk to him about.
Well, the thing was he had his hand in his back. He actually pushed Williams in the back. So, I mean, if you're not going to, you can call out of bounds on south side, but you got to call the foul first. I tell you, Cooley, I'm watching him and Birdsong down there. They're having some fun. A little bit of smiling going on down there. Get the ball to Lee Prince, and I'll tell you, Cooley's everywhere.
Yeah, he is.
Good job by Prince all the way, 2 points.
Everywhere but there, Keith.
Yeah, he's up to 9 points now. He'll swing the ball down low to Gabriel Johnson. He'll fire it up. Good job of defense by Flake. If Johnson follows his shot for 2, he's now got 6 points in the ball game. 8-point lead again. We've got 1:08 to go here. Prince fires it up from the foul line, up short, no good. Saved by Matt Williams, and Prince will get it back. Looks to penetrate down, and now we'll lose it to Cooley. Cooley will take it all the way down and miss the dunk.
I don't know if I'm allowed to, but brick.
That's about the only thing he's not done well today.
That's right.
But it was followed up by Johnson, as going to have a Houston going to lose his balance. They'll get him called for a walk here. Javon Bullock will check back in for the Mavs, replacing Birdsong. No, excuse me, Prince. Lead back up to 10, 48-38. We've got 34 seconds to go here. One thing Van Buren's done here in the second half, Matt Williams had 12 points in the first half. There's an inside pass, and ball going to be retrieved by Birdsong. Birdsong will push it in the front court with 13 seconds to go here. Get it to Williams. Down to 6 seconds. Back to Flake. He'll fire up a 3, a long 3 on the way. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Van Buren going to lead 48-38 to go to the fourth period. It's been a fun ball game, but you get a certain lead, it's just hard to get back.
Well, that's true, but I'll say this. I mean, Van Buren's had a chance to push this thing out to about 20. And, credit Southside. They keep fighting down there in the low block. And, we're not making any shots easier on them. The only easy shots are the ones Cooley's making out of those legs, man.
Well, you got Braylon Houston coming in the ball game with 5 points. And, Matt Williams hadn't scored. He didn't score in the third period, but his rebounding and his defense down low, he's doing the little things, and that's what you got to do, making some things happen there. But you look on the other side, Cooley, man, this guy, 15 points now. They've done a better job with Schneider. Schneider had 15 points at the half. He's yet to score here in the second half. But they're really balanced. They've got Johnson with 8, Cooley 15, Schneider 15, A.G. Denton 3, Cobley 3. Well, Southside's done a pretty good job, too. Jarius Birdsong, he's got 7 now. Lee Prince with 9. Matt Williams with 12. So you got a chance to have, and Braylon Houston with 5. You've got a chance to have maybe 3 Mavericks getting double figures before the night's over.
Yep. I almost expect it. I mean, now especially Wilkinson coming back in. I mean, we ought to be playing about as good as we can play right here.
But that was a good job by Southside, though, really, to kind of stand the weather there just a little bit, so to speak, by having Wilkinson out of the ball game. They were able to kind of withstand the storm just a little bit as they work the ball down low, and there's Johnson, fires it up. Johnson's got a nice little hook. Johnson now in double figures with 10 points.
Yeah, he kind of works his way to that bucket backwards. It's almost like he's got eyes in the back of his head. He knows right where he is, that bucket.
He's got just, it's kind of a semi-hook is what it is. It's not the sky hook. Here's a 15-footer up and no good. Birdsong off the other side gets the rebound. That was Javon Bullock on the shot. There's a three on the way by Teo Flake, no good. A.G. Denton will push it into the front court. We'll set the offense up. There's a nice move by Denton. Takes it all the way to the basket for two. A.G. Denton now with 5 points in the ball game. A quick 4-0 run here, less than a minute in to the fourth quarter.
Nice move.
Nice move by Williams all the way, and he'll get fouled. This might be on Denton. If it is, it'll be
number 4, isn't it?
4. We'll get Johnson on the reach. This is where you'll see Matt Williams. I mean, he can nail those threes. But this is the one you always wonder about the kids that can nail the threes. Can they make the free throws?
Yeah. I don't think Matt's going to have any trouble with them.
Well, if you talk about all net, I think it's there. That's two nice shots by Matt Williams. He's up to 14 points, your leading scorer for the Mavs tonight. Cuts that lead down to 12, 6:48 to go here. Again, get your little run going here. You get your way back in the ball game. There's a move by Schneider. That's a nice move to the hole. They set the screen up top. He gets just about a half a step, takes it strong to the hole for the basket. Get it down to Wilkinson. A good play by Prince getting it down there. Wilkinson can't finish. Pointers will push it up here with a 14-point lead. Important couple of minutes here. They'll get Williams on the reach. Be Matt's second personal foul. Cooley unbound the ball here. So would you say Cooley's only weakness is his ability to dunk the basketball? He can nail it.
What I've seen, that's about it.
He'll swing the ball out. That's a nice open shot right there. It's going to be no good as rebound's going to be pulled down by Javon Bullock. Williams looks to penetrate in. Will fire it up from the free throw line. Off the back of the rim, no good. There's Wilkinson fighting for the ball. A.G. Denton gets the rebound. Van Buren kind of slowing it down a bit here. Going to work that half-court offense. Going to swing it back out to Denton. Denton will take it to the hole strong, no good, and he'll get his own rebound. Maybe they're calling on the floor. They may get Williams again. It'll be Matt's third personal foul. The key is Southside. What's happening here so far is the fact that there's a push off by Denton that could have been called. I think he's got a little launderiness in him. But the key is Schneider, Cooley, Denton. These guys are just driving to the hole in the man. They're beating their man. And just like that right there, he misses the layup as Williams gets the rebound. You've almost got to try to go to maybe a zone defense, try to slow them down a bit because Southside not really getting any any steals or anything off the defense.
Well, the thing about those two guys, Snyder and Cooley both, is even when you think you got them covered, they just go make moves that get them open. And then when those two guys aren't driving the ball, you got your guy over here, 21. What's his name, Keller?
Denton.
That's what I said, Keith.
Yeah.
Denton, he's a lefty.
Yeah.
So then he drives the left side of the bucket. So that's just tough to do.
They're starting at the top of the circles where they're starting at, and they're just getting the penetration. Denton has been able to do it. Cooley's been able to do it. Schneider did it just then, and they're getting the breaks. And then even if they don't make the layup,
they're battling.
They're there for the rebound because he pushed the defense underneath the basket. And the fact is, too, when they drive in, and a lot of times they're getting the open looks at the threes. Luckily for Southside, they're not making the threes right now, but they're getting some open looks.
A lot of open looks.
See what the Mavs want to do here as we kind of look at the scoring summary here. Again, Southside trails by 14. Andrew Schneider, 17 points, your leading scorer for the Pointers. Trenton Cooley has 15 points. Gabriel Johnson, the big second half, he's got 6 points, now 10 points in the ball game. AC Denton, 5. Ty Cobley, 3. Jacob Brown, 2. And Brody Myers, 2 off the bench. While for Southside, your leading scorer, Matt Williams, with 14 points. Again, 4:55 to go here. Southside needs one thing they haven't been able to do here in the second half is, they hit some threes in the first half and actually had 5 threes in the first half. They've only had 1 here in the second half. Get the ball to Williams. Back to Teo Flake. Flake will drive strong to the basket. Goes up hard. It's good.
I don't even have 13 on my roster.
Well, they got Houston listed at 13.
Changed his jersey.
Yes, he did. He's now got 7 points. Free throws up off the back of the rim, no good.
That jersey got him.
I'll try to work the ball inside. Cooley will bring it back out top to Schneider. Over to Denton. Denton looks to penetrate. Goes all the way strong to the hole. Let's see what the call is going to be. A block. I think that's a good call. They'll get Houston on the foul. They'll be his first personal. It's a good thing we have Don Tate down here to tell us
right.
sometimes when we can't catch all of it. Denton will get 2 foul shots here. First one's up and it's good. I'll tell you, Denton's game, though, he does a good job of taking that ball from the top of the circle and penetrating down. It's a little quicker than you think he might be. This is the second free throw, rebound by Teo Flake. Flake wants to push it into the front court. Will fire up a 3. It's on the way. It's good. Gets that lead back down to 10. A little over 4 minutes to go here in the ball game. Got Flake matched up with Cooley. Get a couple stops here, get back in the ball game. Here's a 3 on the way by Schneider, up no good. Van Buren gets the rebound. Schneider looks to penetrate down and will dish it off. Now here's a drive by Denton. 4 steps later, he gets a basket.
I would have sworn Denton was a left-handed ball player, but I saw him shooting free throws right-handed.
That was a nice give and go by Lee Prince, and there's an even nicer play by Gabriel Johnson. Denies the shot by Prince. What they do good, here's Schneider open for a 3, up and it's good. Andrew Schneider now with 20 points in the ball game. What they do good, they try to set that screen up top, but Cooley plays off of that. He doesn't always go there. Here's a 3 on the way. It's up and it's good. That's Javon Bullock for the 3. Cooley reminds me, I'll tell you who he reminds me of. You remember C.J. Brown from plays for the Hogs now that played at Bentonville. There's a good rebound by Matt Williams. Remember they ran the tunnel screen, and he, instead of coming inside, he goes outside and just outruns everybody.
Yeah.
You're going to get a foul on the floor here. That's going to be on Jacob Brown. That'll be his second personal foul. Be the team third. A couple of quick baskets. You can get back in this thing. Only down 12 with 2:44 to go here. Work the ball in to Bullock. Bullock will swing it in to Matt Williams. Matt Williams makes a nice move. I'll tell you, he was grabbed on the play. Cooley will push it up, and there's Denton.
I don't believe it. He did it with his right hand that time.
He's got 10 points in the ball game. They've actually got 4 guys in double figures tonight. That's very balanced scoring. Swing the ball up to Prince up top, back to Teo Flake. Here's a 3 in the way by Williams. It's partially blocked. No good. Exactly 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. Southside trails by 14. That was close. Wasn't sure what he wanted to do, and this has been the play right here. Denton going to bring it back out now, but he's done a good job. He goes strong to the hole. Pretty good-sized kid, too. I'm not sure you want to take a charge.
No.
Here's Cooley going to take it all the way in, swings it out, swings it up top to Denton, and they're going to get him for a walk. It's got a nice touch, though.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to check Jacob Brown back into the ball game. Cooley's going to take a break here. He's going to go home and work on that dunk. Here's an open look for Teo Flake. Fires up a 3. It's good. That's 3 3-pointers tonight for Teo. He's got 9 points in the ball game. Pointers getting in the front court. 1:10 to go here. Get it back out to Denton. He'll bring it back out with guarded closely by Braylon Houston. Looks to penetrate in, and they'll work it down for Gabriel Johnson, who had an easy look. A good pass by Denton, and now going to have a foul call on Southside.
Well, they're still fighting.
It's Matt Williams' 4th personal foul. First free throw up and no good.
There's one of those good fouls again, Keith.
Yeah, Johnson's one of those kids that the first half he was just really tough on the boards, but he's having a quiet, good night tonight. He's in double figures with 10 points. Second free throw up and good. 11 points tonight for Johnson. Prince will push it into the front court. Going to be fouled. I believe they're going to get Jacob Brown on the foul. Should be free throws here. Is it 4 or 5?
I thought it was 4, but maybe 5. I was trying to think of what it was in that first game.
They bring Cooley back into the ball game. Actually, I think that dunk on Cooley, he gets his basketball legs. That won't happen.
That's exactly right. I think if it had been earlier in the first half, it had probably been a dunk too. A little bit fresher legs.
Yeah, rebound by Denton. That should be your ball game right there. Southside down by 12. There's an easy layup right there for Gabriel Johnson. He's had a big second half with 9 points, 13 in the ball game. Here's a 3 and away by Matt Williams, off and no good. Rebound chased down by Flake. Flake will fire a 3 up, no good. Rebound by Denton.
That's contest.
We'll go ahead and wrap up the scoring here. Southside going to fall by 14, 65-51. We'll wrap up the scoring here and get out of here. First for the Van Buren Pointers, they were very balanced tonight, Terrell. You had 20 points for Andrew Snyder, 15 Trenton Cooley, Gabriel Johnson, a big second half. He had 9 points in the second half. He had 13 for the ball game. Ty Cobley, 3. A.G. Denton, 10 points. Jacob Brown, 2 off the bench. Brody Myers, 2 off the bench for the Pointers. While for the Mavs, Teo Flake got hot there in the second half. He finished with 9 points. Jarice Birdsong, 7 points. Lee Prince, 9 points. Matthew Wilkinson, 2. Matt Williams, your leading scorer, with 14 points. I thought had a really good ball game on both ends of the floor for Southside. Javon Bullock, 3 points. And Braylon Houston came off the bench, number 13 and number 14. He finished with 7 points. I thought he gave Southside a spark there in the second half.
Yeah, he played like 2 players there for a little while, so we'll let him use 2 numbers.
Again, Southside Falls here tonight, 65-51. We'll be back in action next Monday night. We'll be back to do our game next Monday night as we'll take on the Poto Pirates. Have the girls' game here at 6 o'clock, followed by the boys' game at 7:30. And I'll tell you what, Terrell, good hard effort by the Mavs tonight. Really on both sides. I thought you just ran into two very good teams with the Pointers, both the Pointerettes and the Pointers.
Yeah, that first one, you know, we talked about it plenty, but just foul trouble. You got to watch that stuff. And then this game right here, those guys, they just a lot of firepower, a lot of speed. They shot lights out. So,
well, sir, appreciate you being here. You did a great job tonight. We'll be back again Monday night as we take on the Poto Pirates. Again, 6 and 7:30. Varsity girls first and the boys second. We'll see everybody next Monday night. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving, and I want to thank everybody for watching, and go Mavs!